Okay, Revsaysdesu. You are lying to your audience by being criminally retarded. Learn how bills work because this isn't good, right? Now, will this law have any grounds once it passes? Probably not, because as soon as it passes, you know, uh, it won't real like they'll have to revert back to this. Maybe it was just the AI statute added, right? But the thing is, right? This isn't amending like these, right? It is redefining these, right? Why is that important? Well, what is it redefining it to? Oh, oh, yeah, that's bad, isn't it? Right? It's redefining this, right? And this is kind of bad, isn't it? Right? So it has, if it has these three things, right? Which, yeah, basically all fiction is basically going to be like pretty much all fiction that's worth watching will be banned by the SpongeBob, Ed, and Eddie. Yeah, like it goes like the people like shitting on Chibi are wrong, but also Rev, you are wrong too. It's basically making like all fucking fiction illegal. Like, at least all that's worth watching. Maybe you'll like still get to watch like Bible Man. Yeah, like this, like people need to like know like that, like how laws work, kind of like. And he also Rev thinks like that the federal code means anything here. That means that the FBI, if the FBI is going to arrest you instead of the local police, right? I don't think you know how. Okay, Rev, you need to look up this thing. Okay? You might want to understand this because you kind of have to. Okay? So, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the state respectively or to the people. What that means, just so you know, anything that is not in the Constitution of the United States, right? So basically anything that isn't an amendment, right? So once we go to like your rights, right? Anything that's not here, right, goes to the states, right? So read this and then read this. And then, right, because this is changing this, ignore this because this is what is currently there, right? This is being changed by this, as you see here, right? It's a addendum, like it's a change to 43.223. This is being changed. So now this is being changed. That's bad. The change is that it no longer requires them to be a real person. Or like indistinguishable from reality. So this is basically being erased, right? And that's kind of bad, right? If this is being erased by this, then this is gone, right? You can ignore this. And then you just have to follow these sections here. But these sections don't. These sections you can kind of ignore because like these are what you would expect, like any sexual conduct or whatever, right? So like any, you can look at all the definitions; it'll kind of tell you, right? So now that we know that you can ignore the federal law part because that's not, you know, that's not really like a thing that matters here. The FBI isn't necessarily the only ones who can arrest for this kind of charge. In fact, most of the time they're not even the ones that do it, right? Federal, like FBI is for like if it crosses state borders, by the way. If you're in Texas and they don't need to cross state borders, right? To arrest you if with the Texas police. Now, if some like the way like FBI works is if it's a state that crosses state boundaries, like so like if it's Texas and then it occurs in like Wyoming, etc., right? That would be a federal crime at that point, right? Cuz like it would go everywhere, right? That the FBI would be involved, I mean. Or like it's a case of like domestic terrorism or whatever, right? Where like, the police aren't, the only ones who are going to be investigating, kind of thing. But when it comes to stuff like this, the state can investigate. But that does mean that you will, like, no one outside of Texas will really have to worry about this. But it also means that the entire state of Texas will. People need to, like not listen. Like, I like you, Rev, but you're not a lawyer, right? You're not reading this properly, and it shows. Because you're saying, oh, they're not changing it, they're just amending it. Then why would they, okay, so they're just amending it, right? But then why would they say this, right? That's not in here, is it, right? Like, if we look here, if we look here, right? Right here. Does it say that? It does here, right? But does it say it's keeping that? From the looks of it, no. And that's important. Because you need to learn how laws work, because it's not just adding to this. It's changing it. And that's bad. And this is also passed. It will go through on September 1st. Right? It is change, right? It's not just a minute. It's also erasing something. So we've got the green, right? Which is changing the code, right? So yeah, also adding a few other things. Let's see what else is being changed here, because stuff about a terrorist. Okay, yeah. So now, like, if it does, right, end up that they have to change, because the thing is, laws like this you can change in real time too. So what'll most likely happen, right, is people will make enough of a fuss where they will be forced to make this require it to be an identifiable child again, and then it'll only be all mediums, but it has to be like an actual person. But right now, as it's described, this part, right, is being erased. Now, will that change? Most likely. But it's not that way now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because he's saying it comes from here, right? How do you know it addendums this, right? Like, it says 43.235, right? Right, so it 43.235, right? Yeah, it does. But What does that mean here? Right? Like this is a new thing, so this will be like added here, right? That's what where it'll be. Um, and I'm looking at this, right? Yeah, it doesn't say identifiable child here, which is the important part, because now it's addendum this, right? So that it doesn't have to be. This is the issue. You need to take this seriously, Rev. Um, I know Dexerto makes you think it's gonna be shitpost, but it's not. Now that doesn't mean like that the people like in who are harassing Chibi are getting any dubs, because this would anyone in Texas who's there would be arrested. Also, Chibi isn't in Texas, but this is a lot worse than you think it is. Also, this is only like 2 pages. Yeah, kind of a thing too. All right. Well, anyway, see ya.